Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Reverie. This is a Zelda-like title, like seriously, that's the best way I have to explain it. And this just came out, well for you it'll be a couple of days ago, for me it's today, so let's go have a quick look around first of all. You can see that we've got a bunch of things that we can turn on and off, which is actually pretty nice, so if you don't want the HUD to be in your way all the time, that's fine. No control rebinding, which is a little annoying, but I'm not particularly annoyed by it. It's not like it would need to change the controls. So let's just load straight into my game. I've been playing for about an hour and a half, and I've been through 3 dungeons already, so I like to think I've got a good grasp of what the gameplay is like, and it's basically Zelda. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's basically Zelda. Very specifically, somewhere between, I think, the Game Boy one and A Link to the Past. There's my feather collection there. That's like just a little weird set of side objectives that you can do. Well, not so much side objectives, but like hidden items that you can find. You can talk to people. They won't tell you too much. You'll usually get like side quests from people and stuff like that, but nothing particularly, what's the word? Nothing particularly hard to understand. As far as I can tell, there's nothing cryptic like freaking Castlevania 2. But there you go. So, the general idea of the story, so far at least, has been the spirits are angry. There's a bunch of spirits. There was a canoe with 4 brothers who came to this island. One of them managed to pull the entire island out of the water because he was bloody insane. And the rest of the brothers were just like, we don't like this, and they threw him overboard, and it just basically created a big rough and tumble going on. The entire game also takes place in New Zealand, which isn't, like, a massively important detail, but at the same time your main weapon's a cricket bat, and I think New Zealand has got some sort of laws against killing endangered animals with cricket bats. I mean, you see, like, basic rodents and bees out here, but in the last dungeon I went through, there were bloody turtles, like full-on turtles, that you would flip over with a shovel and then beat to death with a cricket bat. And I just need to point out how freaking weird that is. Like, that's not something New Zealanders usually do. But whatever. So, let's just hit up the menus real quick so you can understand what's going on. But, we've got a map here. This is the overworld. I've been to the sandy part, the grassy part over on the right there, and the first dungeon actually takes place in the protagonist's holiday house. And you've also got items, and of course you've got money you can buy items with. I haven't bought 2 items, so they're basically just health items, but these are all your basic Zelda fare where you get them and they unlock different things you can do, like the yo-yo, which can basically just do long-range switch activations, the shovel, which can get dirt piles out of the way, the wheel shoes just let you move fast, but it's actually kind of useless, so I'm not going to bother, the dart gun and the snorkel, which do pretty much exactly as you would expect. Then you've got your quest items. You need the hooks, and you have a few other things on the right here. It's nothing particularly over the top or hard to understand. So let's go into the water, and we'll see if we can find our way into a part of the world. Something to do, something to see. Something from All-Star that I don't remember. I was trying to remember it there for a second, but I failed. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, it is really basic Zelda. Just like right off the bat, it's Zelda. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The controls are really simple. Just move and swing away and use your items on your other buttons that you can equip using that inventory menu. There's really not that much else to it. There are a couple of other things, of course, like you can dive under the water to prevent yourself from being damaged, and you can fire off the dart gun, and that does actually do damage to some folks, but unfortunately, apparently I can't shoot it past that water for some reason. And if we hit the L button to go to my item menu, I can equip the shovel, knock the turtle fly on its ass, and beat it to death. It's just really... Seriously, like, I didn't think I would play a Zelda game about a young kid who flipped over turtles with his shovel and then beat them to death with a cricket bat. I'm pretty sure most New Zealanders do something profane, because we're Australian and we like picking on the New Zealanders. Nevertheless, let's go and have a little bit of a look around, shall we? So, we can go talk to this lady here. The dungeon we want is obviously in the top left corner. I don't even know what a 1-ow is. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Is there anything interesting over here? Probably not. Of course, you do use your items to find your way around, like I wasn't able to swim before. The dungeon on the beach was blocked by a bunch of dirt piles. It actually kind of looked like diarrhea, but... You know, like... Diarrhea with Skittles is basically what I thought they looked like, but nevertheless... But yeah, I mean, think of any Zelda game that you've played, or any Zelda-inspired game that you've played in the past few, well, ever. Decades, I suppose? God, I feel old. To be fair, I wasn't even alive when the NES and SNES were out, and I still feel old. But nevertheless, the game itself is... It's basically every trope of a Zelda game you can think of, more or less, outside of like the really Zelda-specific ones. You do have a roll that lets you move faster, and in fact you should probably be using the roll all the time. As I said before, you do get wheel shoes, which let you move slightly faster in one direction, or at least that's what the description says, because you actually move faster with the roll than you do with the wheel shoes. And with the wheel shoes, you can't even modify your direction, which is weird. Generally, you want to... Oh dear. Generally, you want to go and have a look around at everywhere first, because the game does have this tendency to not let you get access to areas until you've done things like puzzles and stuff. I'm guessing everything here needs to die before it'll let me get that switch. Because usually, like, a big box will drop from the ceiling and it'll just, No box from top of the screen? Okay. Usually they drop like a box from the top of the screen or something. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to get in there. Maybe you can push the... No, apparently you can't push that. Can't push that either, I take it. Well, there is this. No, can't push that either. Okay. No real need to worry about it. It's just a feather. It's more of a side quest than anything. What else we got? We do have the big church back up here. Oh dear. It's a very easy game, I gotta say. Like, it doesn't really take that much effort. I mean, once you've got the yo-yo, you're pretty much golden, because the yo-yo just lets you stun everything. So you just throw out the yo-yo and just whack away, and you'll eventually win the fight. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary. Can I didn't think they would, but yeah, okay. I was thinking I might be able to like push a gravestone into the house and use that. Bit dark, but I mean, again, you literally beat turtles to death with a cricket bat in this game. It's not like it'd be out of the ordinary. Yay, coins and pizza, which is your food. What do you got to say? Oh, right, okay, I already took care of that. Awesome. What did I? Scary looking key to go with a scary looking lock. Okay. If I hit the select button, it'll let me see the map, and it looks like I've been everywhere except that island over, except that part of the island over to the right, because there's a big house in there. I was rolled straight into an enemy. I'm an idiot. Alright, what do we got here? Ghosts! Awesome. But yeah, as I was saying before, the game is really simple. Since as soon as you have the yo-yo, it just becomes really easy, because all you need to do is stun the dude, walk in, and just swing away with the cricket bat, and you'll eventually win. Creepy looking key that opens the crypt. Awesome. They should have called it a cryptic key. Okay, now that you've cringed, I will apologize profusely. That was pretty bad even for me, I gotta say. Money in this game isn't particularly useful, at least not yet. I mean, you get thrown back to town every time you finish one of the major dungeons, and I've bought, like, the one thing you can buy there that's worth 2 stuffs. So, yeah, not too much to worry about. Let's just see if these crates have more pizza in them. I found the crypt key. If you can go down to the crypt and get rid of the rest of the spirits. Awesome. So this would be our dungeon, I take it, because there doesn't seem to be anywhere else on this little dungeon here, or on this little island here where there can be a dungeon. And there it is, the Marsden Crypt. Who would have thought, huh? Alright. Oh, they give me the dungeon map right away. Awesome. Why am I willing to bet it's going to be one of those ones where I... no, it actually looks okay. It doesn't look like it's going to screw me with, like, randomly changing my direction or anything like that. And that's a one-way door, so I have to go up here. No. No haunted candelabras, or however you pronounce that, candelabras. Candelabras, right? I don't know how that's pronounced. Oh, no, this does actually change the direction. That's interesting. So can I go in here now? Oh no, it's just the same room, right. Okay. This is going to be fun to figure out, isn't it? Let's go into the Jewish room. But yeah, the game is relatively easy. Like, I don't want to call it unchallenging, but at the same time, I'm a pretty experienced gamer, so it's not like I'm unexperienced with this sort of thing. Like, the one thing that took me ages to figure out, because, you know, I'm not very good at these sorts of games by default, but the one thing that took me ages to figure out was the brain work with me here. The first door that you have to get through using the yo-yo, I didn't realize the yo-yo could actually go through solid objects. That one took me like 10 minutes to figure out, because it seriously didn't look like you would have been able to, seriously didn't look like you'd be able to get through that. But it worked eventually, and I figured it out eventually, I should say. That was like the hardest puzzle in the entire game. The rest is just... Really, am I back here again? Yeah, I'm back here again, okay. Let's just leave. But yeah, that was the hardest puzzle in the game. The rest of them haven't been so hard at all. The solutions are usually pretty obvious. It's not massively challenging. It's not going to be like La Milana. Not even close to that. Gonna need the dart gun for this one. Alright, okay. I don't have that, and I can come down here. What I go? Okay, can't go there. But if I flip this switch, that's interesting. But how do I get back? Did I just get myself stuck? Hang on, hang on. There might be a way around this. There we go. So what else is there to talk about? Well, we've got the graphical style, and the style of the game is... Well, it's definitely not bad. It's not something I would call bad. It's quite generic. It's got that, you know, pixely retro art style that a lot of indie games tend to go for these days, and while some people might be a bit averse to that, and I can understand why, given the circumstances, I just reset that again, god damn it. While some people would be averse to that, and I can completely understand why, at least it looks okay. Like, it doesn't look like it's actively attempting to, you know, be that sort of lazy style, and they have put some effort into it. It looks pretty nice, all things considered. Okay, apparently can't hit the switch through this wall. Oh, right, okay, I'm dumb. I didn't see the... Okay, right, that makes sense. Derp. Right, I'm gonna have to fast forward that entire bit, aren't I? Just to make it a little bit less obvious that I suck. At least I got some free pizza for it. But yeah, as I was saying about the graphical style before, the... Yeah, I'm gonna need a key to get down here, that's unfortunate. Annoying that it sends me down to somewhere where I need a key, and yet doesn't actually give me the key beforehand. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But as I was saying, the graphical style is not bad. It's not overly, like, generic or, you know, the sort of lazy, independent graphical style that would usually, you know, annoy me quite heavily just because, you know, you know they could do something a little bit better with it. It does work well enough. They've also got some decent enough bosses here and there. Like the it's annoying. The first boss is the most creative boss in the game that I've seen so far, and yet for whatever reason they're not anywhere near as creative when the when they what's the word I'm looking for? They're nowhere near as creative when they get onto the actual like spirit bosses. Like the first boss in this game was a giant washing machine. It was actually pretty cool. I don't know why they don't know what it was about that, but they apparently just didn't think that clever little bosses like that would be interesting. Running low on health pretty quick here. Shoot this and so obviously everything in this bloody house needs to... everything in this bloody room needs to die. I'm guessing that's what the goal is here. Sometimes they do that in this game. Not all the time, but they do sometimes make it so that you need to go around and basically kill everything for your reward for the room. Which, fair enough, I suppose. The music is a pretty neat choice, I found as well. The choice of music is a little odd to me. It's not, like, it's not bad, it's just odd. They have a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? They have a lot of music tracks that aren't, like, massively detailed, I guess is the word I'm looking for. The, thing about them is just that they... I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think of the right words. That they're very minimalistic. They don't have much in the way of, you know, like actual musical tones and all that. It's more to create an atmosphere. And it actually works pretty well for the most part. I like the atmosphere they got going on in here. Is this a different room? Or am I just losing my mind? What's this about? I have no idea. Probably need to come back with whatever it is I get from this dungeon. But yeah, I like the choice they made with the music. It adds a little bit more to the theme to not have it be like really over-the-top adventure-y, and I kind of like that, all things considered. I just need to remember what bloody door it was that had the room that needed to be unlocked with the key. Excuse me for not paying attention, but what's this? Oh, right, that's the entrance to the dungeon. Let's go. Oh yeah, right, not my door. Okay, so the Christ symbol isn't the way we're allowed to leave, so we need to. Need to find the. Need to find the one that has the weird puzzle, and it's definitely not this one. Need to stop doing such stupid things and getting myself in trouble. Come on. No pizza? No pizza in my boxes? I feel robbed. Yes, you can shoot them with Nerf darts. I don't know how exactly this hurts an enemy, but apparently it does. Okay, so no Jews and no Christians. Clever idea for a dungeon, though. I'll give them that. Need a little rotating sort of puzzle. Here we go. I've got a key, which means I can get in here. And what do I get for my troubles? The mid-boss! Yes, of course. Whoa! Jesus wept. Oh dear. Let's shoot back at them, shall we? I'm probably gonna die. No, that actually went rather well. See the map again. Yeah, okay. There's something in there that I'm going to want, probably. The boss dungeon key? And I can't go back, so I assume I have to burn myself in the fire. That was weird. I can't say I know what that was about. Do I have to go back there? What? Oh, that's new. They've changed the layout on me, they have. They said they weren't going to screw with me that way, and I was lying through my teeth, wasn't I? Don't be like the booze. Okay, so 8 doesn't have anything for me anymore. And neither does the Jews. What a weird fucking sentence. So let's just go and, Talk to the big eye, I suppose? This puzzle's changed. Why is that an oddity? Why that? And yeah, okay, changes all of the locations of everything. Makes enough sense to me. I want that back over here. So now, he shoots that. And that changes. Right. Okay, so this buys me, What? Here we are. And I saw that pressure-sensitive switch down there, so let's go take care of that. And that unlocks that. I take it I have to kill everything in this room just because I don't actually have a key, and I don't think there's anywhere for me to get a key, so... No, apparently there is somewhere I need to go to get a key, because... Oh, right. Okay, so I take it that... Right. Okay, so I need to go and find a door which has the bottom half of it opened. Well, not the bottom half, but I need to go find which one has the bottom door open and then put it in the left position so I can find the next downstairs. That makes sense, right. So, if I hit this just once, head back through here, and down here, there should be a staircase. Right, there we go. Now it's starting to make sense to me. It only took me 10 minutes in the fucking dungeon to figure it out, but... Okay. Easy done. Let's go and see what's down here. Okay, so I need to be able to reset that box somehow from here. Oh, you cheeky little bastards. Right. Awesome. Well, that's the key that I... well, that's a key, I suppose. Where the hell do I go next, though? Okay. I need a door that goes upwards. Alright, so... Well, Christ, gotta rely on you again. Going up. Yo-yo. I wonder why that's... that's an oddity. Yo-yo again? There we go. Okay, now I yo-yo this. I can't shoot that. Damn well try, but I won't be able to pull it off. So, the question is... That is one. Do this bit. I'm guessing that door opens once we have successfully figured out the puzzle. I feel like there's supposed to be a crate that's dropped down here. Might have been one on the other side of the room, but if there is, I can't hear it. No, it's not there. Okay. Right. There we go. Let's step on this. And that happens. There we go. Alright, it didn't take me 10 minutes to figure out that puzzle. That's nice. God, I'm gonna have to edit this down so much, aren't I? Stun, hit, there we go. Switch. So switch from distance. Go switch from there. Gotta put the snorkel back on. And there's my second key. Okay, so now I've got two keys. The question is, where do they go? So where on the map have I not visited yet? Okay, there's something down, so I need to get a door that has a down door. Alright, so I hit this twice. Jesus is really working out for me today. No, that's the one-way door. Right, so I need to... Okay, let's try this again. So I need to go to the left from a left-facing door, and it's definitely not Christ that's going to help me out on this one. Okay, that's easy enough. Go down, and there's the door I need the little key for. And what's this? A rock with googly eyes? Not what I was expecting! I'm gonna call him Steven. Oh, and I'm willing to bet what he does is quite obvious. Thank you, Steven. Alright, so now, that's everything up here explored. The only room I need to go down to now is the one with the boss. So let's go and do that, shall we? I can fight the boss and I can bring this 45-minute tirade to an end. Yep, I need Steven to get through here. No wonder this puzzle made no sense. Right. Piece of pizza. Just need to figure out where the optimal place to lay down Steven is. Okay, so... Right. I can't throw Steven, that's for sure. Nobody should be allowed to throw Steven. Yeah, I'm guessing Steven has to go up there, but the question is, how do I get him up there without causing myself trouble? But they had to give me just one more puzzle, didn't they? Just had to be one more. Pick up Steven. Now, put him down here. Immediately pick him back up, because that's how that works. Can I de-equip him? Can I equip him to that, then equip something else to triangle? No, apparently I can't make him disappear. That'd be a hell of a puzzle, but it'd also be quite unfair. Nothing else I can do with Steven, assumedly. Like, maybe I can hit him? From a distance? Like, Yo-Yo and the gun? That's what I'm talking about. Right. I assume Steven will come back to me as soon as I go into the... Yeah, there we go. Oh, great! Another puzzle. I wonder what they're going to make us do this time. Well, first things first, kill the bloody fire demons that are running around, because the fire demons hate my ass. Okay, Steven. I'm guessing I can't take him off that. Let's use the yo-yo and hit the switch here. Get ourselves this box. And that'll do the trick, won't it? Easy done. Come on, Steven. Nice try, you stupid spider. I want what's in those boxes just for the extra health. That was a bit of a dick move, Ghosts. Bit of a dick move. Wasn't the health I was hoping for. I actually ended up losing health. Thankfully, there is plenty of health and a warp pad here, so if I die, I can just come straight back. But the bosses in this game haven't been that difficult. Really? They really feel the need to make us do this twice. Alright, if you insist. So put Steven down about there. Re-equip the dark gun. Fire away. And hit the switch. And that lets us go and fight the boss. Who are we fighting this time? Don, the possessed tombstone. Okay, that's a little bit more creative than the last two bosses have been like. Question. Okay, I just got to hit him directly. That makes sense. Just fire a couple of shots at him every time he comes up and try to avoid the... Oh! That's a problem! Free pizza, and I immediately waste it because it's, you know, pizza. Very Binding of Isaac tears going on there. Whoa, hi! Okay, I'm guessing Steven's going to be the major way to do damage this time. Figured. on, Steven. Alright, Steven. Damn it. It's alright. You know the general rule of this game? Rule of threes. Well, general rule of Zelda, I believe? No, Zelda didn't use that rule much, did it? Yep, got him. Easy done. Health upgrade. Free way out the top there, and no one's the wiser. That is pretty much a loop of Reverie. We'll go up here, we'll get the hook. We get to talk to the spirit of one of the brothers, and then we get to just go straight back home. Like, it'll warp us straight there. Nothing personal, kid. Teleports behind you. Right, but yeah, we walk into that, we warp home, and that's pretty much it. That's the gameplay loop in a nutshell. That was, I should say, a quick look at Reverie, and by quick, I mean that was 45 minutes. God, I'm going to have to fast forward some of those parts where I was stuck on puzzles. But yeah, that was, it's a Zelda game. And a pretty well built one. The performance is mostly fine, a couple of stutters on the load screens, but outside of that, nothing particularly major, and everything about it is good. Like, I don't find any major issues with it. I don't think it's massively, like, good. I don't think it's, like, one of the best games ever, but at the same time, it's well built, well done, well polished, and just relatively a good game. I liked it. I didn't mind playing it. Might come back to it someday, but considering how much bloody work I'm going to have over the next couple of weeks, probably not. But still, good game. If you're looking for this sort of thing, I'll probably recommend it wholeheartedly. Yeah. Sorry, I don't have much else to say. It's just like, the game speaks for itself, doesn't it? It really does. Like, all you needed to do was watch that video and be like, oh, that's what that game's like. It's basically a little bit of Zelda with a little bit of extra flavor here and there. Not too much out of the ordinary. So, there you go. This has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.